nice.
And then just to give you a comparison about residential prices in the region, we're still, given all of this growth in our country, we still remain relatively affordable. So if you're looking at investing, say, into Hong Kong or Singapore, clearly it's very, very expensive already. And this is in US dollars per square meter. So you can see that Philippines is about 3,000. This is on the high side actually, but it's quite comparable to Malaysian property. But of course, the growth potential right now in the Philippines is seen to be a lot. And then you can see here the prices of the top end developments, we're looking at this industry because Rockwell Land is actually a high end developer. So comparatively, a Rockwell high end property would be a lot more affordable than many of the expensive property around the world. And yet, given this affordability, you can see that we actually have the highest residential yield in the region. So this is at 7.53 on average percentage. And comparing it, say, to Malaysia, which is now about 4.5%.
When you're saying this residential yield, it means the rental yield from the residential properties.
On rental.
That's what you mean,
yes,
right?
On rental. Yes.
So 7.53 is like higher than Indonesia, Thailand, most of the countries in Southeast Asia.
Correct. And of course, it's nice to know this because Malaysia was within the same region. So still you're investing in overseas property, but then you're not really investing out of the region. So it will be familiar territory for you, for those who are more conservative about actually putting money outside of their country. Malaysia and the Philippines are not very far away from each other.
Okay.
And then you have, in terms of our property indices, so we have been experiencing steady growth. You can see here, as shown in the graph. And in terms of prime residential locations, in the Philippines, we have three actually. We have Rockwell, we have Makati Central Business District, but Rockwell is actually a township development within the Makati Central Business District. So, but Colliers, because of our performance, very good performance as a township, they actually track our returns separately, just to highlight or to see what the trend is in that specific area. The third area would be Fort Bonifacio. So it's mapped out here. You can see in the map.
Yeah. So the
For
yield is like
residential
7 point
supply.
something. I can see that the yield, the residential yield,
Yes.
average yield, right?
Yes, you can see average yield would be 7.5%, and we're only looking at 3,718 units across. Now the property is 19.1 hectares. So it's 15 hectares which is constructed, and then for another 3.6 hectares is actually being developed right now. So we're already nearing 19 hectares. And yet you can see that we only have 3,718 units in that area. Compare it to, of course, the CBD area is roughly about 200 hectares, but it's very much more dense. So in terms of the number of units, you're facing more competition. That's why the yields or the values of Rockwell have been higher than the rest of the CBD, is because it's an enclosed township. So it's actually like going into a village of landed houses. That's the concept of Rockwell. And having this enclosure of about 3,700 units makes it more exclusive. And in a way, if you own a property here, you're not really competing with other developers or other developed condos with different tiers. It's a homogeneous sort of development wherein the whole 15 hectares is high end. Of course, if you're in an area that is not enclosed, then like the CBD area would have high-end towers built next to a mid-end, built next to low-end, right on the same street. So that's where the competition or the average prices would definitely be flatter. because of the wider range of units that are there in the same market.
So I got what you mean is when you're talking about Rockwell community, because you're building a township over there, so it's easier for you to control the kind of residents that's
Correct,
going to
correct.
stay
And
there.
also because
At my website, you'll find online financial seminars, which is I call webinars. I do it regularly, and also a lot of online investment and financial courses, which is conducted solely online. So I'll be waiting for you at my website at KCLau.com. I wish you have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.